The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody. Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from Jackson, Tennessee, Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network proudly present USJ Bruins Baseball. And this afternoon, it is the second match in 2 evenings as the Bruins this time are hosting Jackson Christian, whom USJ defeated last night 7-4 in the first of 2 between these two longtime rivals. I'll give you just a quick rundown. It's Steve Beverly with you once again with all the play-by-play, and I will give you a rundown on the lineups for these two teams. Jackson Christian will be up first, and they will start Reed Cooper. He is the second baseman in the leadoff spot, followed by J.T. Mullins, the right fielder. Zach Creasy, the third baseman, is hitting third. In the cleanup spot, Easton Jones, the center fielder. Carson Holt, the designated hitter, is in the fifth spot. Batting sixth, Austin Kelly, the shortstop. Seventh is Daniel Green, the first baseman. The catcher, Eli Smith, is eighth. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Jack Collins. And the pitcher, who is not hitting, is Carter Ellis. He will be on the mound starting for the Eagles. For the Bruins, familiar names and a lot of the usual lineup that we have. Nash Kilburn will be leading off and playing right field, followed by Braden Jones, who is pitching tonight and hitting for himself. At third base, batting third, is Clennon Harden. Cleanup is the designated hitter, Noah Britt. Shortstop is Max Kilburn. Logan Foster hitting sixth. He is the first baseman. At left field, it is Harrison McLean. He'll be batting seventh. And the number 8 spot is Corbin Howard, the second baseman. And batting ninth is Wyatt Hondo Scott, the center fielder. And batting nowhere, at least at the beginning of the game, but who is catching, he'll be behind the plate, is Jake Martin. And it's very possible that at some point during the game, Jake might get to the plate. But those are your lineups for both USJ and Jackson Christian. And now it is time for us to perform our usual joy, and that is to bring you up close and personal with the people that make USJ Bruin sports, and particularly in this case, baseball, bringing it to you right into your home on our streaming network. And those are our sponsors who we appreciate so greatly, and we hope that you do too. Let's visit with them, and then we'll come back for the opening pitch of this afternoon's game.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at Aloha Custom Pools.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000, plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt. Hi, this is Kurt King with King Tire Company. Did you know that you're supposed to rotate your tires every 5,000 miles? Did you know that we do that free at King Tire Company? Come see us today at any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt, and let my family take care of yours.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Hello folks, this is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes, to belts, to alignments, to even air conditioning work. Engine light on? We can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
Chris King here with King Tire Company. Leveling kits, lift kits, wheels, and tires, we can take care of that at any of our King Tire Company locations at a price you can afford.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
And back we are live at USJ as the Bruins getting ready to take on Jackson Christian for the second straight evening. Our temperature is about 72 degrees, and we have a wind that is blowing out toward right field at about 16 miles an hour. So if you get a fly ball that has any depth to it, that wind could potentially carry it right on out of here. And if you are like me, early this morning, it looked iffy whether we were going to get this game in because all over West Tennessee we had tornado watches and warnings. We never did have a warning for most of Madison County. At one point, southeastern Madison County did, but we were in a situation where there was so much rain, and if you were awakened by thunderstorms, you were not alone. But the grounds crew has done a terrific job of getting this thing ready this afternoon, and we have what, compared to what was this morning, now we've got some somewhat low-lying, high-thin clouds, but they are absolutely not going to bring us any more rain. About an hour ago when I was on the way in and I was coming down North Highland, there was a quick gully washer that was coming down, and I said, oh, my goodness, I hope that's not going to affect us. And fortunately, it did not reach us here at the Bruins Stadium. So bottom line to it is we have had every bit of good luck, including the major storm system moving on out about 1:15 this afternoon, when originally it looked as though it was only going to hang in here until about 3. So it looks like tonight we're going to have it, and the temperatures are not going to dip down low until really overnight and tomorrow. So it's not going to be a chilly night. The only thing that some people are going to probably have to brave is the wind, and the folks who have hair that are going to blow, they can just say it's a bad hair day and let it go at that. And we're ready to start this one. Reed Cooper, the second baseman, stands in for the Eagles. And on the mound is Braden Jones. And we're set to go with baseball, and it's going to be a good night for it. And here's the first pitch, inside for a ball. Braden, of course, has also been a power hitter this year. He's hit one out over the left center field fence earlier. That one hits the inside corner for strike one, so we're even up at 1-1. Bruins were strong again in the middle innings last night over at Jackson Christian, and that one hits the outside corner, and so it's a ball and 2 strikes as the Bruins won last night 7-4. Had a good afternoon Saturday against Lexington. That one, and it hits him on the wrist. Oh, my goodness, and I know Braden would love to have that one back. So Reed Cooper goes down to first as a hit batsman. And that'll bring up the right fielder and a left-hander, J.T. Mullins, with a runner on first. And Cooper, as is the case with most leadoff hitters, is a threat to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. And hits the corner. He is hitting the corners well here at the start of our game. So Mullins facing 0-1. Cooper getting a marginal lead down at first. And that one hits the corner again. No balls and 2 strikes. So Braden looks like he's got his stuff here tonight, at least in the early going. The wind. And the 0-2. Just missed on that one. A ball and 2 strikes. Just a hair outside. So here comes the 1-2. He shakes off one sign. And here's the pitch. And that is a lazy fly ball, and that's going to drop in for a bloop single. It was a good chase by Harrison McLean, but there was just no way that ball was sinking fast. And so after getting ahead of Mullins, he gets on with a single and moves Cooper over to second. So with 2 on, here's Zach Creasy, the third baseman. Easton Jones, the center fielder, will be next. Braden with the wind looks the runner back at second. And he fakes the throw to second. Comes back to the mound once again. Here's the wind and the pitch. Hits that corner for strike 1. Got runners on first and second with nobody out. And the pitch. He went around on that one. Nice dipping sinker. No balls and 2 strikes. He's been ahead of every hitter, and he just had that freak hit batsman on the wrist with Cooper. And that one hits the inside corner for out number 3, first strikeout. That brings up Easton Jones, the center fielder. And he'll be followed by Carson Holt, the designated hitter. Ellis, the pitcher, is not in the batting lineup. He looks that runner back to second once again. And that one is a little bit low. Ball and no strikes. Even with the 2 runners on, Braden Jones looks like he has his confidence together. And he throws it back just to keep that runner honest at second. We got Andrew Burris on camera tonight, and directing again is the incomparable Billy Bolin II. Here's the wind and the pitch, and that's a long drive, but it's going to be under it on left field, and a nice job of just staying with it. Harrison McLean only had to take about 3 steps and nailed it for out number 2. And that brings up Carson Holt, the designated hitter. He's another left-hander. So Jackson Christian with 2 on and still with an opportunity to see if they can deliver a run. Austin Kelly, the shortstop, is on deck. Braden with the wind and the pitch. And that's a high fly ball way back there. And that ball is out of here. Over the right center field wall. He got all of it for a 3-run homer. Mullins comes in. And you can hear the excitement from the Eagle dugout as they come out to greet Holt, who got all of that pitch. It was right down the middle, and as we say, that wind is also carrying balls that are going into right field, and it did carry quite well. That was about a 350-footer. Oh and 1 now to Austin Kelly, the shortstop, as the bases have been cleared, and Jackson Christian with a 3-0 lead. He went around on that one. No balls and 2 strikes. Boy, I know Braden would love to have back that pitch that got away from him and hit Reed Cooper on the wrist. He would have been out of the inning. That one just a shade low, a ball and 2 strikes. The wind and the 1-2. Just missed again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shakes off one sign. And here's the 2-2. And that's a hard hit ball. Shortstop with it. Can he get the long throw? It's not going to be there in time. It was an excellent opportunity, and Max Kilburn stretched it as far as he could to keep it going into the outfield, and he was just a little bit late on the throw, but it wasn't Max that was late. It was just that ball was such a slow roller. So Kelly is on with a base hit. That's the 3rd hit of the inning for the Eagles, and that brings up Daniel Green, the first baseman, the 7th Eagle to hit in the inning, and that one almost gets away. Good job of blocking it by Jake Martin. Ball and no strikes. On deck is the catcher, Eli Smith. So Carter Ellis has already been staked to a 3-0 lead in the first inning. And he fires that one. That one's down low, 2-0. Now we got the situation with the sun coming out and some of these clouds beginning to part. We have a situation where you're going to have some shadow issues that'll probably continue right up until about 7 o'clock tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that one is going to be a quick hopper to the second baseman. He fires on to Max Kilburn, the shortstop. It's a 4-5 play, and that is out number 3. But 7 Eagles went to the plate. They picked up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So we've completed a half inning. Your score, Jackson Christian 3, USJ just now coming into bat.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
Well, Carter Ellis has been staked to what every starting pitcher loves. He hasn't thrown a pitch yet, and he's up 3-0. And USJ will come into the plate and try to do something about that with Nash Kilburn, Braden Jones, the pitcher, and Clennon Harden. And if they get on any one of them, then we would probably see Noah Britt, the designated hitter. And we encourage you Bruin fans to cast a vote on Facebook or on their website for the Jackson Post, because Nash, after his 4-inning no-hitter last week in which he faced the minimum 12 batters, it was a rain-shortened game, he is one of the nominees for the Jackson Post's Player of the Week. And you can vote on that once an hour. So we encourage you to go to the Jackson Post on Facebook and cast your vote for Nash Kilburn for Player of the Week. And Nash is about ready to stand in. He was in right field on Saturday when we were here with the telecast against Lexington. And it was a week ago tonight that he had that masterpiece that we were hoping he could go a full 7. He's right down on the end of that bat. And that one's low for a ball. There's a good turnout of folks that have made the trip over, I should say, from Jackson Christian. Not much more than a hop and a skip. And that one's outside for ball 2. We've got USJ softball against Southside going on at the very same time now. Hopefully we'll get a report here and there during the game. And the 2-0 inside gets away from the catcher. 3 balls and no strikes. And I got a feeling Nash will be taking this one all the way. And if he gets on, he is a threat to go, as you've seen many, many times in his young career. The wind and the 3-0 is outside, so he walked him on 4 pitches. Last night was somewhat of an offensive game between these two teams. They said he did catch the corner on that one, and that one goes right up the middle. Hard hit ball for a base hit for Nash Kilburn. That was a delayed call on the strike on the previous pitch, and Nash, he powered that one. There was just no way they were going to stop that one going into center field. So he's on with Braden Jones, the pitcher. And Braden has powered one out into left center field earlier this season. And that one hits the corner quite well for strike 1. Nash gets a good lead down at first. The wind. Taking his time on this one. And time called. Braden steps back in there. Braden trying to help his cause after, and a throw back to first goes down into the dirt, and Nash is back in there, and they'll just need a little bit of extra all detergent to be able to clean that uniform off. No balls and a strike, and here's the pitch. Boy, a nasty curve that goes in there. Three runs and 3 hits in the first inning for the Eagles, and Nash leading off with a single for the Bruins. The wind and the pitch. That's in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we see more and more fans and students making their way in here to the stadium. Here's the wind. And the 1-2. And that one is an excuse me hit. They're not going to be able to get Nash, who he glides down to second, but they get him at first. So that is the equivalent of a sacrifice, although you can't count it as one because he didn't bunt it, but managed to get Nash over to second on the fielder's choice. And so here is Clennon Harden. He had a 2-run homer on Saturday that went about 345 feet. So you know what kind of power he has. But I'm sure they'd settle for a single that could bring in Nash Kilburn. I tell you what, he is going with the curveball. That one up high, a ball and no strikes. The bleachers did dry out quite well this afternoon. There was some collection of water that from all of our heavy rains that was down below them, but the seats were not wet for people. And he says that's a little high. 2 balls and no strikes. Ellis steps back in there. Nash getting a moderate lead down at second. He's dancing around. And he went around on that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out with Nash Kilburn at second. Noah Britt, the designated hitter, will be next. And dancing around once again, and the pitch, that's low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. And it's good to see more of the fans migrating in here to the stadium, and the sun is out, and it's turning out to be a beautiful late afternoon in Jackson, Tennessee. The pitch. And that one was high. He got the curve, but it was still high, and so a walk to Clennon Harden, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Noah Britt, who had himself a great day Saturday against Lexington. He had 2 doubles and a single, and he was our player of the game. And now he's up with runners on first and second and 1 out. And Ellis steps off the rubber. So the Bruins with a threat of their own going on here in the bottom half of the first. And that one is going to, and he's going to second for 1, on to first. It's a double play. The roll was just not slow enough, and so it ends up going 6-4 to 3 for the double play. And that is for out number 3. So for the Bruins, no runs on 1 hit, a walk, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So we have completed 1, and Jackson Christian's on top, 3-0.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Is your vehicle ready for an oil change? Did you know that we do way more than just tires? From brakes to belts to alignments to even air conditioning work. Engine light on, we can fix that too. Come see us today at one of our 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt.
If it's black, round, and rolls, we have it in stock for you. I'm Taylor at King Tire Company. Come see us at any of our 3 convenient locations in Jackson or Humboldt and let our family take care of yours.
Go by and see our good friends at King Tire Company. They will take care of you. They'll get you in and out as fast as is supremely possible, and they treat you with professionalism and courteous service. I take my car there myself, and I assure you, Kurt will make sure that it is great work. 3-0, the Eagles on top of the Bruins as we are going to the top of the second. Jackson Christian sent 7 men to the plate in the first inning. And Braden Jones was ahead of most of the hitters except for Carson Holt when he powered that first pitch 3-run homer out of the park. Eli Smith, the catcher, is standing in. And the pitch inside for a ball. Jack Collins, the left fielder, would be next, and we go back to the top of the order with Reed Cooper. The line and the 1-0. And that one sliced into short right field for a base hit. He just went with the pitch and hit it in perfect position outside the range of Corbin Howard at second base. And that brings up Collins, the left fielder. And the Bruins will be playing at double play depth, and they're also playing Collins in probably medium level in the outfield. So Braden dealing with a runner at first and nobody out. And they're coming in expecting the bunt, and that's exactly what they got, firing on to first. It is a sacrifice. He's going to try to make it to third. And he did make it into third. Heads up base running on the part of Eli Smith because the third baseman had to come forward to try to help field the bunt. So Collins manages on that sacrifice to end up getting the runner all the way to third base. That is a rarity that you see. So here's Reed Cooper, who was hit by a pitch ball his first time up, and that one is a hard hit ball to the Third baseman fires long to first and nails him for out number 2. Clennon Harden with a heads-up play and didn't lose his concentration when he had to fumble it just a bit. So that's 2 down, and that brings up J.T. Mullins, the right fielder. He had a single his first time up on a 1-2 pitch. He came in on that 3-run homer from Carson Holt. Bruins would love to get out of this inning with no damage. And there's the pitch, and that's going to go straight up the middle, and it's outside the range of the shortstop, and coming in to score is Eli Smith. It's a 4-0 game. So that's the first RBI of the evening for J.T. Mullins. And Zach Creasy, the third baseman, will be standing in. He was called out on strikes his first time up. Runner on first, a run in, and it's now 4-0 Eagles. And that hits the corner for strike 1. But remember, the Bruins have been very resilient. They fell behind Lexington on Saturday and managed to put together 8 runs in 2 middle innings. The wind and the pitch. And that's in there on the inside corner, so it's no balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. And still looking at J.T. Mullins down at first. He'll probably be moving with this pitch. And he is. High pitch, and they got him, yes. Got a one-hopper and nailed him attempting to steal. That is 1-4 and caught stealing for out number 3. So there was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've completed an inning and a half, and the Eagles are on top 4-0.
If you are in need of luxury interior design services, look no further than Campbell King Interiors. Based in Jackson, Tennessee, Caroline Campbell and Erica King have a combined experience of 31 years. From residential design services to commercial construction, no job is too big. Let Campbell King Interiors transform your vision into reality. You can find them at www.campbellkinginteriors.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
You see all those smiles? Elite Dental Care will do it right for you, and you'll come away looking even better than you ever have. Go by Elite Dental Care, make an appointment. They would love to see you, and you'd love the outcome. All right, it's Max the Athlete Kilburn at shortstop. He's up first here in the second inning for the Bruins as they try to get back into this one, trailing 4-0. Carter Ellis outside for ball 1. Logan Foster will be next, followed by Harrison McLean. Max had 2 singles. That one is going to just bend foul, a ball and a strike. Max had 2 singles on Saturday in our telecast against Lexington. I want to try to get that leadoff hitter on in every inning possible to start a rally. And that hit the corner for strike 2, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. They're playing him very deep in right field. Max has plenty of power, and they call time. And the pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Foster hoping Max gets on so he has an opportunity to bring him around. The wind and the pitch. And that one sliced. That's going to get into right field for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Bruins, both of them from the Kilburn brothers. And that will bring up Logan Foster, the first baseman. And you can probably expect that Jackson Christian may be trying to sniff out a possible bunt. And the wind fires it back over to first before he tosses to the plate. Ellis staked to a 4-0 lead in the first inning and a half. And you can afford to pitch with a little more confidence in situations like that. Here's the pitch. And Max faked to go down to second. And that was outside for a ball. Bruins would like to get the rest of the lineup up in this second and perhaps get this back to at least a one-run game. And that one's inside for ball two. Max has been taking a pretty good lead down at first base. And here goes the wind and the pitch. And he went around on that one, 2 balls and a strike. And if there is anything such as a 180-degree shift in the weather from what we had 12 hours ago, it's here right now. And that one right back to the pitcher, and he is going to second, try to get it at first. And got the double play. That was a case of hitting it right at somebody, and it went down to second and then fired on to first. Harrison McLean now checking in. So it's been tough going. The Bruins have hit into 2 double plays when they had a threat going. So it's up to McLean to see if he can get something. He had on Saturday a 3 RBI day with a double and a single right here at home. Here's the wind and the pitch. And firing it back to first. 2 balls and no strikes. If Harrison gets on, Corbin Howard, the second baseman, would be next. And the pitch. He got him on the shoulder. There was no getting out of the way of that one. So Harrison on first with a walk, and that brings up Corbin Howard, the second baseman. And if he can get on, then we'll go to Wyatt Hondo Scott. Bruins have had base runners in both innings, but they just haven't been able to get them in, and that one's low for a ball. Ellis has done a good job of being able to get out of some threats that the Bruins had. Almost hit him again. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 down here in the second. A 4-0 lead for Jackson Christian. Ellis shakes off the sign. Now he's got what he wants, and time called. Getting a lead down at first is Harrison McLean. And the pitch. He reared back and fired that one in there for strike 1. That was probably the best fastball that Ellis has thrown tonight. Here's the wind. And that one sliced right to the first baseman. That looked like it was going to take off and go into right field. And again, it was a case of hitting it right at somebody. And it was out number 3. Fly out to the first baseman. Daniel Green. So, for the Bruins, no runs on 1 hit and a walk, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So we have completed 2, and Jackson Christian still on top, 4-0.
Why go on vacation when you can live on vacation?
Aloha Custom Pools will help you create your very own piece of paradise, and you can enjoy it every day.
What are you waiting for?
Take the plunge. Call Aloha Custom Pools or visit us online. It's the off season, but it's the best season to buy at Aloha Custom Pools. Snag your dream pool now, and we promise you'll be splashing around by Memorial Day. What are you waiting for? Give us a call or visit us at AlohaCustomPools.com.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning, great professionals right here in the hub city of West Tennessee. So we go to the top half of the 3rd inning, and Jackson Christian sailing along despite the fact that the Bruins have had 4 base runners, and they have a 4-0 lead. Zach Creasy, the third baseman, is back up once again. He was at the plate when J.T. Mullins was caught stealing back in the 2nd inning, so Creasy struck out. He was called out on strikes in the 1st. And that one a bit low. A ball and no strikes. Zach didn't go around on it. Easton Jones, the center fielder, will be next, followed by Carson Holt, the guy who's done the biggest damage. That's a hard hit ball, but that's way foul down the left field line for a ball and a strike. Carson Holt, the designated hitter, who has done the biggest damage tonight with a 3-run homer that sailed over the right center field fence. And that one hits the inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Eagles 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and the Bruins no runs on 2 hits and no errors. Gets the high kick, and the pitch is high for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Braden Jones would love to open this one up with a strikeout. Just inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Low for ball. No, he got him. A delayed call, but he got the inside corner. Creasy was already headed down to first base, and the umpire, he powered that shoulder back, and that is his 2nd time being called out on strikes. Now that brings up Easton Jones, who flied out to left field his 1st time up. Nice job on the inside corner for Braden. No balls and a strike. Braden's job right now is just hold them where they are and see if the Bruin bats can pick it up in the middle innings. Inside for a ball. Ball and a strike. The wind and the pitch. And he went around on one that sank low. Ball and 2 strikes. And here comes the 1-2. High fly ball. It's not going to carry. Goes to the right fielder, Nash Kilburn, for out number 2. And that brings up the designated hitter and the home run man, Carson Holt. His 3-run homer is what got it all started in the 1st inning for Jackson Christian. And I mean, he got all of that pitch. The wind and the pitch. And that one's on the outside corner for strike one. Holt, the left-hander, and he's got plenty of power, as we certainly saw in that first inning. Fired it on the inside, and he went around on it. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 down and nobody on. Braden delivers and just barely tapped foul. So he stays alive at 0-2. And after what happened in the first inning, you know that Braden wants to get him out of there. Takes his time, gets the sign he wants, and he fires. Just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Braden's ready already. He wants to get that one fired in there again, and he does. High for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Holt were to get on, the shortstop, Austin Kelly, would be next. And he singled his first time up. The wind and the pitch. And he got him swinging. 3rd strikeout for Braden Jones. And so it was 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We have completed 2.5. The Eagles still on top of USJ, 4-0.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
This is not your typical car dealer ad. You usually see words like this and numbers like this. I'm not doing it. We have discounts. We have special interest rates, just like everybody else. What they don't have is me.
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 Me. Me. Buy your next vehicle where you feel comfortable, and that's with us. Visit online for savings and rates. You should already be here.
Our good friends at Carlock Nissan, they'll give you a great deal on a brand new Nissan. Go by and see them tomorrow. 4-0, the Eagles on top. Ellis back on the mound for his 3rd inning. Wyatt Hondo Scott will step in, followed by Nash Kilburn and Braden Jones. The Bruins have had 2 men on base in each of the first 2 innings, but could not get them around. They've hit into 2 double plays, and they want to try to deliver something differently this time. And so Hondo steps in. It's his first time to the plate. He's in the 9 spot. Then we'll get back up to the top of the order. And that one right down the middle for strike 1. This is a perfect early evening game as far as temperature. That one's on the inside corner for strike 2. Nope. Well, I think he called it a ball instead, a ball and a strike. Ellis delivering. And that one's rolling to the shortstop. Took a big hop, and it goes up in the air and picked back up. A little small collision between the catcher and the first baseman. But I'll tell you what, Eli Smith did a good job of trying to get down there and back it up to keep the ball from getting away. So he reaches base on an error, and here comes Nash Kilburn. Nash singled, but he was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. And they're going to come out and talk to Carter Ellis for just a minute. And this is going to be it looks like it's going to be a high-level summit meeting. They're comfortably ahead 4-0, but they are trying to plot strategy here, and particularly the possibility of a double play. As I was mentioning earlier, this is perfect temperature for an early April game here in the early evening because it is right at 70 degrees. The wind has, it certainly hasn't died, but it is a little less than the 16 miles an hour that we had to start. And you don't have a great deal of humidity out here tonight, so that makes it all the better. And here comes Nash Kilburn. They're playing at double play depth. And that could be a slow roller. They're not going to get him at second. Firing on to first. So that one is going to be 4-3. But Hondo moves down to second. Here comes the pitcher, Braden Jones. He grounded out to the second baseman on to first in the first inning. So unless you have a freak situation, you take the double play off now. And that one, beautiful curve ball that hit the corner for a strike. Been really impressed with the curve ball of Ellis tonight. He's done a good job of hitting the corners. He's held the Bruins to 2 hits so far. The pitch, and that one dips low. Ball and a strike. And you can see behind the catcher and the hitter some of the fans who have made their way here this evening. Here's the wind. And the 1-1. That one way high, 2 balls and a strike. Clennon Harden, the third baseman, would be next. Bruins have had some hard-hit balls that have been at times right at a fielder, and that one right down in there. Again, another nice curveball for 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm actually seeing somebody wearing a toboggan hat over here on the right-hand side of the stadium. Doesn't seem like it's quite cold enough for that, unless maybe she just went to the beautician and decided to protect her hair. 2-2 with 1 out and a runner on second. And the pitch outside for ball 3. Well, it was ball 4. We missed ball 3, so it was ball 4. And so now that makes it runners on first and second as Braden walks, and here comes Clennon Harden, who walked his first time up. Now he has runners on first and second and a chance to get the Bruins back in this one with 1 out. Noah Britt, the designated hitter, will be up next unless we have a double play, which is, if you're a Bruin fan, you don't want to see that. Ellis, the wind, and that one's fouled way back behind us. Ellis has walked 3. He's not struck out anyone, but he has managed to hold the Bruins to 2 hits. They've had 6 base runners in the game, but haven't been able to get anybody in so far. No balls and a strike, 1 out and 2 on. That was a slow curve, and that one is fouled over beyond the concession area. You go over there and retrieve that one, and it's a good idea to go to the concessions because you smell it right over there. No balls and 2 strikes. Clennon right down on the end of that bat. And that one is going to go into center field for a base hit, and I think they're going to send him. He is going to make it home. They try to go to the plate. It's too late, and the runner's going to move down to third. Excellent heads-up base running. Clennon with a base hit. And that sends Hondo Scott home. And Braden Jones goes down to third on the base hit and on an error. So the Bruins finally have one in. It's a 4-1 game. And the pitch. That's a line drive. It's going deep, but that should get another run home. And it does. Trotting home on the sacrifice fly is Braden Jones. So that was a long one. Looked like it had a chance to go, but Noah, with the sacrifice fly to center field, has made it a 4-2 game. So the Bruins have sliced the lead in half. They still have a runner on first, and here comes Max the Athlete Kilburn. He singled his first time up and was doubled off after that. But the Bruins with a chance to continue the rally now. 2 runs on 3 hits. That one's low. He's going to go down to second and easily make it in with a stolen base. So Clinton moves down to second. That takes off the double play, and here he goes for an opportunity to bring him in now in scoring position. This is the first inning that they've really gotten to Ellis. Here's the pitch, way outside. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 down. And the runs have finally begun to collect up for the Bruins here in the 3rd inning. Ellis, he's still been a very steady pitcher. They've just finally been able to figure him out. That's outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Logan Foster would be next.